acting with internal objects. So initially, the internal object that represented you in his mind was all perfect, was ideal. But then, to get rid of you, he needed to make you the exact opposite, an enemy, hostile, dangerous, threatening, malicious, malevolent, demonic, etc. So he devalues you. But then he discards you, and he remains stuck. He remains left with the persecutory internal object. He got rid of you physically. You're out of his life. He moved on. He has another intimate partner, but the internal object that represents you in his mind remains. You're gone. You disappear. Maybe even you died, physically died. But the internal object is there. And the internal object is an enemy. It's persecutory. Because remember, in the devaluation, you became an enemy. So now the situation is
all bad.
It's all bad. Yes, this is splitting defense. It's a splitting defense. Initially, you're all good, and then you're all bad. It's a splitting defense. Okay. So now it's a situation. You're out of the narcissist's life. You're not there physically. But there is an internal object that represents you, which is all bad, and a very threatening object, because it's all bad. It's wicked. It's evil. It's malevolent. It's malicious. So this creates dissonance. It's terrifying to have such an object in your mind. It's very frightening. So what the narcissist tries to do, he tries to force you to conform to the internal object. He tries to force you to become the internal object. In other words, the internal object is an enemy. He wants you to be an enemy. The internal object is evil. He wants to see you as evil. The internal object is malevolent. He wants to regard you as malevolent. So then there will be no dissonance. Because if you match the internal object 100%, there is no dissonance. Then there is no dissonance. This is why he forces you to become an external persecutory object to match the internal.
Force you in reality.
In reality, yes. He forces the external object to match the internal object. By the way, this is always true. Throughout the shared fantasy, the narcissist manipulates you because he wants the external object, you, to match the internal object,